welcome back to Jen Beauty. My name is Jennifer, and here on my channel I like to chat about all things beauty and makeup. And today I have another collab with the one and only Erica Conger. So initially I challenged Erica to the Color Queens challenge on Instagram. I believe that's what it's called. I'm sure I'm wrong. I'll link it below. And I'll also link her channel below as well. And so she challenged me right back, and we were going to do a video collab, but then we realized the date that we had set for the video collab was after the date that the entries were due. You know, that Lorraine had asked us to post. And so we shifted gears and decided to do another palette bingo collab like we did last time, only we thought it wasn't challenging enough. So instead of using just one palette, we decided to use 5 of the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop palettes and choose one shade from each palette. And of course, not breaking tradition, having Erica choose the shades because she is known for picking some winners. And let me tell you, this is our color story. And I'm concerned. Like, I am genuinely concerned at what I'm going to be able to do with this, but we're going to go with it. We're going to do it. I'm always game for a challenge, and really appreciate Erica for doing this challenge with me and being up for the insanity of my brilliant idea to use 5 different palettes. So Erica has quite a few more subscribers than me, so more than likely if you're here because of Erica. But if you haven't checked out Erica yet, I highly recommend checking out her channel. She is one of the nicest, sweetest, kindest people that I think exists on the internet. All right, so I've already done primer on my face, and I just primed my eyes. And I think I'm gonna go in first with, oh my gosh. Okay, first I'm gonna open all the palettes. Oh my goodness. I should have cleared off my space before I started doing this. So I think first I want to use the shade from the Orange Sorbet palette. And this one is the shade, I had to unbury my iPad where I saved the actual shade names. Okay, so the first one I'm gonna use is the Orange Sorbet palette in the shade Extra Toppings, because why not? I haven't done my foundation because I don't know how much kick up or fallout there is on these. So we're starting off like real bold, if you can't tell. Oh my goodness. So the first collab that we did, I'll also link below, and it was another BH Cosmetics palette, but we did the Lost in Los Angeles, and it was like trying to be an Irish flag, but got caught in like 1970s South Florida, I feel like. They're not really colors that I would pair all together. Like, some of the colors I would put together, but definitely would not have chosen that color story for myself, for sure. So somehow I ended up a lot more bold on this side than this side, so I'm gonna add just a little bit more so that we're more even. They really are beautiful, vibrant shades, though. I gotta give it all the props for that. Okay, so that's one of 5 shades that I've managed to use so far. We're doing okay. And then I think the next shade I'm going to use is from the Cherry on Top palette, and I'm going to use the shade Sprinkles to deepen up the outer corner. I feel like my face this entire time is like concerned. So if you're not familiar with what a palette bingo is, it's where you pick one or more palettes and randomly generate the shades that you're going to use in each palette. And typically we like to do like 5 shades. Y'all, this pigment is getting like all over the place. So let me take a second to like clean up. This is why I did not do my base yet. Like, I haven't even gotten the rest of the colors down and I'm already having to do some cleanup. I've never used these palettes before. I just got them, I want to say for my birthday. Oh crap, I took off too much. I shall return. Like, would this be entertaining if it wasn't a complete and total train wreck? Probably not. So, you're welcome. I hope you weren't here to like really learn anything, because I got nothing for you today. I'm fairly certain these are probably going to stain my eyes, but I don't care. And in between each shade, I did use the Sigma switch, but it didn't really seem to make a big difference. Again, there's that surprised face. Okay, trying to think about what I want on this area and looking at the shades that I have left and like how south this has already gone. All right, I think before I move on, can I just say here that the Cotton Candy palette, I think, is like my absolute freaking favorite. I want to use just this palette in a look soon. Out of Cotton Candy, I have the shade Sugar, and that's a shimmer. And then out of Pistachio, I have Sweet Life, and that is also a shimmer. And then I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Bubbles from the Bubblegum palette. So this is Bubbles. It's like a vibrant, I'm knocking everything over. It's like a very vibrant blue. And I know that this is kind of gonna blend into purple, and that's the point for me. Hopefully it just doesn't like blend into a very muddy purple, because I still have a purple shimmer to use. We're doing okay. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Sugar from the Cotton Candy palette. That's this one. And I'm gonna go straight over where I used Bubbles. And then I'm gonna go back into Cherry on Top and deepen up the outer corner a little bit more, just to kind of blend the outer corner with the shimmer, since they're such different colors. Not too worried about how crazy it's looking, because I'm gonna clean it up and put foundation on and concealer. Okay, so the final shade that I need to use is the Green Shimmer from the Pistachio palette. But first I'm gonna go off camera and do foundation and concealer, because I'm gonna try to use it as an inner corner. We'll see. And then when I come back, we'll do the lower lash line and just say a little prayer for me, please. Okay, I am back. I have foundation and concealer on, and that is it. I didn't do anything else. So I wanted to go into the shade, the first one that I used from Orange Sorbet. I wanted to go into Extra Toppings and smudge that along the lower lash line. I think I'm gonna try to use a more fluffy pencil brush. We'll see how it goes. Look, I'm all in now, so no regrets, right? The only problem is it's later at night and my contacts are starting to dry out. Did I just put on a full face of makeup after the sunset? Absolutely. But that's okay. I wanted to get this filmed so I had time to edit. I can't be letting Erica down because she is like the best collaborator ever. And I'm very excited to be doing another collab with her. And then I'm gonna go into Cherry on Top. And then finally, I'm going to use the shade from the Pistachio, the Sweet Life. That's like the, I don't know, it's like it's a green shimmer, but it almost looks like it has like a gold flip to it. But it doesn't look like super duochromy. I don't know how to explain it. Like maybe a gold-based green. I think I'm gonna try this little brush. I don't know what it is. It's a BH Cosmetics number 5. And I'm gonna try it with some setting spray. I did not wet my brushes. I did not remember to put on glitter glue, but it's fine. We're gonna go ahead and give it a try on this one though. Just kind of blend it up into the purple a little bit and blend it on down into the orange red conglomeration down there a little bit. Yeah, so it just kind of like catches the light. It's not super green. I saw a preview of Erica's and I have no idea what she did or where she put her colors, but I think she completely beat the pants off me on this one. Not that we're competing or anything, but I definitely think she nailed it. I have this black eyeliner from ColourPop that's in a project pan, so that is literally the only reason I'm choosing to use this eyeliner over anything else. I just want to get it used up, and this is an opportunity for another use. I think I used more brushes on this eye look than I have in a long time on any eye look. I found that the shades just, they kind of like, I don't know if bled is the right term, but like if I had only put the blue on this brush, it was still picking up some of the red from the look. So it was still moving those shades around. Anyone know how to prevent that? Because I sure don't. I've never worked with an eyeshadow palette that does that before. I usually am able to do like the slow build. says 8 color shadow palette. So it doesn't sound like they're pressed pigments, which would be really shocking to me if they're not. I'm just gonna go in with like this little flat packing shader brush to kind of like smear out that ColourPop liner. I don't typically wing my looks out because, for one, it's very difficult to do with my like eye shape. And where I have like a specific wrinkle on this side is very difficult for me to get it, like over the wrinkle. But the other is that sometimes I really struggle with my eyes watering. So it's not a big deal if like I have a little bit of eyeshadow over here and I kind of like wipe it away, but it looks real funny when I have a winged liner on one side and then I've wiped it away on the other side. But more than anything, I never really mastered it. Like I have one of the stamps, I've attempted yada yada. I've just accepted that I'm okay if I can't ever wing out my eyeliner. So that was the ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Swerve, which is just their basic black one. And now I'm going in with the e.l.f. Big Mood mascara, and I'm pretty sure this is like pretty done for because the last time I used it, I had like chunks, flakies within like the first few minutes of putting it on, like before I even got to take a picture. But I'm just trying to make sure that I am getting all of my uses on it. It's almost at 3 months. So I think maybe by the time I update the project that this is in, it'll be like right at 3 months and I can call it. But at least I got some good use out of it. It was a free gift with purchase, so it's not like I'm wasting, not like I'm wasting my money, but I don't want to waste product. I'm trying to be a lot better about that, more conscientious of wasting things. Not buying things just to buy them. My right eye is like so dry. So I'm gonna go off camera and finish up my face and then I will be right back. All right, so this is the finished look. I'm gonna move in closer because I still can't zoom. And you tell me what you think. How did it turn out? From the time you saw the color story to now, is that what you pictured in your head? Because it's not what I pictured in my head, but I'm not mad at it. Like, I'm okay with I'm okay with the finished product. If you're curious, on my face, I ended up using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. This is in a project pan. I'm just trying to use it up. It's been discontinued and I've had it about a year, a little over a year and a half. So it's definitely time for it to be out of my collection. And then I used on my cheeks, my Milani, I used the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade 01 Sunlight. Full disclosure, I went like super ham with my brush and I'm not really sure why because it's a more stiff brush. So mistakes were made, but I think I fixed most of them. And then I went in with the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso and I felt like that was too peach. So I went back over it with the ColourPop Lizzie McGuire blush in the shade Delish to kind of like give it a little bit more of a cool pink tone. And then I used the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Lunch Money. This is also in a project pan that I'm trying to use up. Well, I'm not trying to use up. I'm trying to hit a use goal. And then on my lips, I used the shade Lumiere from ColourPop, one of their lippy pencils. And then I also lined the outer portion with the NYX matte lip liner in the shade Sandstorm, for no other reason than it is in a project pan and I forgot about it before putting on the Lumiere, and I was like, whatever, I can use both. And then I used the Ofra lip gloss in the shade Golden Rose over top of that. Oh, and brows, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills, what are you? The Dip Brow Gel in the shade Medium Brown. I've just had this for an eternity and I would like to get more use out of it and try to finish it. I don't even know if I can ever finish a brow product like that. If you have, let me know. Like, how did you know when it was time to call it when it was done? I feel like they just eventually expire. I don't know. Anyway, again, a huge shout out and thank you to Erica for doing this collab with me. I am so honored that you said yes among all of the many collabs that you are doing. It is so much fun and I always appreciate doing a collab. And if you like this video, I hope you'll give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more makeup and beauty content from me, hit that subscribe button and I'll have more coming at you. I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful day. Bye.